Vehicles are the most important part of playing GTA Online, especially as a solo player, so these are 15 vehicles you must own as of 2026. The Vigilante, which is pretty much the Batmobile. This is an amazing vehicle. The price is $3,750,000 on the Warstock website. This is one of the only weaponized vehicles you can use in missions, for example the Clocking Bell Farm Raid. You can't use an Oppressor or any vehicle like that, but you can use the Vigilante. This vehicle has a boost and very accurate homing missiles, which makes it way easier to complete missions. That way you can quickly make your money back that you spent on this vehicle. The only downside is that the Vigilante can get destroyed with only one explosion. The Coquette D10 Pursuit is my personal favorite police car, mainly because it's the fastest police car in the game. It's also the most expensive police car, coming in at $5,620,000, so I highly recommend unlocking the trade price to save yourself $1.5 million. It's by far the best police car. It just handles really well, has good acceleration, traction and great brakes. The new Vapid FMJ MK2 is also a must buy. It comes with a price tag of $2,965,000 on Legendary Motorsport. In my opinion, it's the best overall car in the game right now, especially for races, because it handles insanely well. It sticks to the ground, so you won't lose control over this car even though it goes really fast. One of the newer and best jets in GTA Online is the F-160 Raju. It's very expensive. For $6.8 million you get the fastest jet in the game, a great vehicle for PvP and a multifunctional aircraft that can go into VTOL mode to fly vertical like a helicopter, but even better, it has a permanent off the radar feature. Whenever you want to activate it, simply press right on the D-pad and no one in your session will be able to see you on the map. When you go into stealth mode you will be off the radar, but you can't use your rockets or miniguns. You can quickly go in and out of stealth mode to confuse your enemies, and that makes it pretty OP. I use it when I'm doing hangar source missions because I can bring it out my hangar straight away, and by the way you can request the jet pretty much anywhere on the map via your interaction menu. You can also easily land it anywhere if you go into VTOL mode. Moving on to maybe the best vehicle in the entire game, the Terrorbite. Not only is it one of the most armored vehicles, surviving up to 32 homing missiles, but it can now also have a ton of new upgrades if you own the Garment Factory, so I guess the Garment Factory is also a must-own property. Inside this workshop you can equip the Terrorbite with the collectible scanner, which helps you find every single collectible in GTA Online. The silent running feature allows you to go off the radar while standing still. You can see when it activates, your player icon will start flashing. Then you have the Missile Lock-on Jammer. This prevents other players from locking onto you. The last upgrade is the Master Control Terminal. This is a special screen inside your Terrorbite so you can access and manage all your businesses from one place. You can also access the normal Terrorbite screen, and from here you can also do missions for several businesses, but I always like to start client jobs. They are pretty cool and pay a decent amount of money. There are several cool customizations for the Terrorbite. You can also buy a turret and drone station, allowing you to attack air threats and players with a really tiny drone. Then you have the option to buy these two workshops. The weapon workshop allows you to upgrade most of your weapons to the Mark II version, which are always better than the Mark I version. Here you can also equip them with special ammo, such as incendiary ammo and even explosive rounds. Not only that, but you can customize your weapons with awesome liveries, scopes and colors. Then you have the specialized workshop. You need this in order to upgrade the Oppressor Mark II with homing missiles, which is the next vehicle that you must own. This is probably the most controversial vehicle in GTA Online. Once it got released back in 2018, it was the most OP vehicle in the entire game. Since then it has been hit with a few nerfs, like the rocket nerf making it less accurate. However, it's probably still the best vehicle in the game and a must-have for every player. It's especially a great vehicle for grinders. It easily gets you from A to B, and because it's a bike you can easily park it anywhere. Other vehicles like the Deluxo and Toreador can easily take you out, cause those vehicles have more accurate rockets, but by activating your flares or chaff you can try to avoid their missiles. They also increased the price of the Oppressor Mark II to make it harder for players to buy. At first it was around $4 million, but now you have to pay $8 million. You also need to own a nightclub and Terrorbite so you can actually upgrade the Oppressor Mark II with homing missiles. Next we have the Toreador. This vehicle was added in the KO Perico update, and it's not only one of the best vehicles but also one of the most fun vehicles. It has a boost which recharges pretty quickly, it has homing missiles and they are still insane cause they didn't get nerfed unlike the Oppressor Mark II missiles. So they are still really accurate, and the crazy part is that this vehicle has unlimited rockets, which makes it a must buy. On top of all that, it's one of the few vehicles in the game that can go in the water as well as on land. You can activate aqua mode by holding left on the D-pad. It can still fire missiles underwater and you can also boost. It's great to hide from enemies underwater and then you can pop back out by using the boost and shoot them down with your missiles. Moving on to one of the best planes in the game is the B-11 Strike Force. You do need a hangar for this aircraft and then you can buy it for $3.8 million. It takes up to 6 homing missiles to be destroyed, making it one of the most armored aircrafts in the game. Even though it looks pretty big, it's one of the best handling planes, which makes it great for dogfighting. It has a really good turning circle. In terms of the weapons, it has a cannon with explosive rounds, homing missiles and bombs. It not only has regular homing missiles but also barrage, so you can shoot multiple rockets insanely fast. Those aren't auto-aim but they're still overpowered, especially to take out players on the ground. Inside your hangar you can also upgrade it with countermeasurements. Chaff or flares are the best. Chaff makes it so that players can't lock onto your vehicle for a couple seconds and flares distract the missiles from your plane. Next we have an underrated vehicle in my opinion, the Mobile Operations Center, specifically the MOC Cap. It will cost you $1,225,000. You can detach the MOC trailer and then drive around in this vehicle. It can survive 67, yes 67 homing missiles or 22 RPGs, so that's a ridiculous amount, making it the most armored vehicle in GT Online together with the Brigade 6x6. Another reason why the MOC Cap is so good is because the back has no windows. So you can reverse to someone and they won't be able to shoot you while you can shoot at them and even throw sticky bombs. From the front you're more vulnerable, but if you duck by pressing X or A you often can survive shots from the front. It's also a lot faster than you might think and it has great handling, making it one of the best PvP vehicles in the game. The Akula is one of the best helicopters in GT Online. You can buy it for $4.5 million. The trade price is $2,785,000. In my opinion, it's the best helicopter. That's because it has a lot of useful features. Starting with stealth mode. By activating this, you will be off the radar, so other players won't be able to see you on the mini-map and not even on the big map. However, you can shoot while in this mode, but you can sneak up to someone in stealth mode, then quickly disable it and fire your homing missiles. These shoot back to back, so there's no delay, and it also has a minigun, but that's not really useful. It also has bombs. You can choose different types of bombs if you customize it in your hangar, but carpet bombing is the best and that way you can drop a ton of bombs on someone. The handling can also be upgraded and once you max that out, it's crazy agile. Some people find it hard to control, but you will get used to it quickly. You can even use this to dodge other players' homing missiles, especially Oppressor missiles are easy to dodge if you move around like this. It's also one of the most armored helicopters. It takes 3 homing missiles to blow it up. You can fit 4 players in this thing and the co-pilot can also control the miniguns. Moving on to a motorcycle, you need to own the Hakuchu drag bike because it's by far the fastest bike in GT Online. That's mainly because you can put HSW upgrades on it. It's great in races and also amazing if you're doing time trials. It will cost you a little under $1 million. Its top speed is 161.90 miles per hour or 260.50 kilometers per hour. One of the best cars in GT Online in my opinion is the Night Shark. You can find it on the Warstock website. You could classify it as a weaponized vehicle, but in the game it's actually an off-road vehicle and it's definitely the best car in this class. It's still really good off-road. It's the most armored vehicle in the game because I believe it can take up to 25 rockets. It's also pretty bulletproof, strong and faster than you might think. You might think that because it's an armored vehicle that it doesn't drive as well, but it's actually really nice to drive with. The traction is good, brakes and acceleration as well. Now we will move on to a car in the muscle class. This car got added to the game in a contract DLC. The Buffalo STX is a must-have Manitech vehicle in GT Online. Now since December 2024 they added a bunch of vehicles that can now have a Manitech, but in my opinion the Buffalo is still one of the best cars to upgrade with a Manitech. You can find it on the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website. If you go to your agency workshop or Vinewood Car Club garage workshop, you can add a lot of cool and useful features. First you can add the Manitech. Either the remote control unit or missile lock-on jammer. I prefer the second one cause then oppressors or the Luxos for example won't be able to lock onto your car. However, the remote control unit upgrade is really annoying for other players. It pretty much acts like a RC Bandito. So with this feature you can control this car from a distance and since there's no one in the car they can't kill you. They can only destroy your car but they won't get you. You can also add mounted machine guns and lastly slick proximity mines. So this is a great all-round car. It's a little bit bulletproof from the back, it can take a couple explosions and it has all those cool upgrades. It's also one of the fastest cars in the muscle class, so if you're looking for a really good all-round car you should get this one. Now I actually didn't know you could get this one for free, the Brigade 6x6. This is actually a business. You run the asset lab inside this vehicle and that's great because this way you can basically make money for free. You also have to complete all first and last dose missions for Dex, so you won't only get the supercar, the Virtue, but also this thing. That's pretty insane. This vehicle can also take like 50 homing missiles. So hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, leave a like, subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.